this end, whichever end you guys want to start off with, you lift that end up, and as you're doing that, you want to pull this way downward. So if you notice, I'm lifting up this way, I'm sliding the piston ring this way and down at the same time. See how it's loosening up down here? And I'm just twisting it. I'm pulling and twisting lightly. Look, just it comes off on its own. You guys just want to pull it soft. And then once you get here, just don't get all crazy. Okay, I got it off, I'm just gonna yank it off. No, just continue twisting it until it just comes right off. Yeah, that looks pretty bad. All right, so then what we're gonna do now is I'll show you guys how to put the ring on there. So just grab yourself some lube or 2-cycle oil. Just give a little dab. Just a small dab on there, and then basically put it on top of the piston head and then just work it around where the ring is gonna fall at. Poop. Go around. Just make sure you get that lubed up, and then just put some on the top of the head. And then same thing, just keep going around. And then just put a little bit of lube on the ring itself also, because you don't want that to go on there dry. And basically you guys are gonna do the exact same thing, the opposite now. So you're gonna fit one end in the groove. So if you notice right here, the piston has a little pin in it right here. So that's where you want to start at. So go here, put it in there in that little spot, and then make sure it's in the groove over here in the front first. And then you want to slowly feed it into the slot. You want to slowly go feeding it in through here. You see, as you're going in through the front, go feeding it down. Don't try to force it. Don't try to open it up and snap it into there. You just keep pushing it in slowly, and you see it eventually it'll fall right into place. And then just want to make sure it's nice and good. There you go. All right, so the piston ring, I took it off, replaced it. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to replace the cylinder head. And before you do that, just grab yourself a towel, napkin, something, and just clean any excess oil that's here. This is probably gonna mess with your gasket later on. You don't want this to cause a blowout. And then the same thing, just make sure you clean your gasket, because you don't want to get a blowout. You don't want it to be full of oil and then get a leak right there and you're fucked. You're gonna have to do this all over again. All right, so it should be, so same thing. Grab a little bit of 2-cycle oil, just literally 1 dot, just 2-cycle oil or some assembly lube, and then just give her a whack on the inside. Just make sure all the walls are lubed, because you don't want the piston to go in there dry, and also you don't want a dry start as well. So, and then basically, if you do remove your piston and you go to put it back on and you can't remember how it goes, pistons do have an arrow on them, and those arrows determine which way the piston is supposed to face, which is on a 2-cycle motor, it always faces toward the exhaust. I'm not sure if you can really tell on this one, because this has some carbon buildup on it. Well, so does this one here. But if you can notice, they always have an arrow facing toward which way they're supposed to go, and that is actually toward the exhaust. So just keep that in mind. You don't want to put the piston in the wrong way, and then the motor doesn't start, and your engine doesn't start, and that could be one of the reasons why. You put the piston in backwards. All right, so then, she ain't got no crap on it before you put it on there. I know I'm doing this on the outside. This is not sanitary or anything out here. Not sanitary, but it's just got dirt and dust shit flying everywhere. Alright, so basically what you want to do is how I told you guys earlier, the piston ring, how it opens up. So let's get this all the way out as far as it can extend, and then basically this end, whichever end you guys want to start off with, you lift that end up, and as you're doing that, you want to pull this way downward. So if you notice, I'm lifting up this way, I'm sliding the piston ring this way and down at the same time. See how it's loosening up down here, and I'm just twisting it. I'm pulling and twisting lightly. Look, just it comes off on its own. You guys just want to pull it soft, and then once you get here, just don't get all crazy. Okay, I got it off, I'm just gonna yank it off. No, just continue twisting it until it just